Media Melanie Talks TV. I'm Melanie, and today I'm back for a really fun video going out to all of the Beverly Hills 90210 fans out there. For those of you who don't know this about me, you may have guessed because yes, I do have Beverly Hills 90210 dolls on display here in my YouTube background, but I actually got my start YouTubing and podcasting on the Beverly Hills 90210 show by Pete Ferrero. It's actually now called the Beverly Hills Show Podcast, but it features Pete along with Charles Rosin and Larry Mullen, who are writers and executive producers on the series. And that was one of my favorite TV shows of all time, probably still now, but definitely growing up. And it's also a series that many of the episodes still stand the test of time. They dealt with difficult subject matter that a lot of shows are afraid to tackle today. Literally one of the milestones for television in my era growing up. And being a part of that podcast, I would sometimes co-host, I produced, and Pete and I also had a little sideshow called 90 News where we went over various 90s news, talked about what the cast of Beverly Hills 90210 is up to nowadays, and then some other fun topics along with that. Some of the episodes I was a part of with the guys were so much fun. We did a 30th anniversary show where we brought on so many of the cast and crew members. We essentially did a whole reunion of the main cast of the show. It was so much fun. It got lots of press attention. And we did a Planet 90210 where we had fans from all around the world come on and talk about their love of the show. America's Zip Code. We tried to get fans from every single state to represent their state and again, talk about how great this series is, even decades later. But I think one of my favorite things was doing an actual filming locations tour with Pete and Charles and Larry. We visited a bunch of locations. This first video that I'm going to drop has a clip of us visiting Roxbury Park, which is actually in Beverly Hills, one of the rare times the show actually filmed there. It involves the episode Spring Training, and with baseball season around the corner, I thought this is a great time to finally get this footage out there. I've been sitting on it for actually quite some time. It was during the pandemic when we did go out and look at a lot of these locations, from Casa Walsh to Dylan's house. We went to Occidental College, which is where the fictional California University was set. We went to the location that inspired the Peach Pit. It was one of my best television moments of all time, being able to actually be in the physical locations where this show was filmed. And not only that, but to be there with the people who helped create and write these stories. So it was a lot of fun. I really hope you enjoy this first clip. I will be dropping ones later with the other locations, so be sure you like this video, hit the subscribe button so you do not miss any of those. Without further ado, here is a clip of Charles Rosin and I at Roxbury Park, where we talked about the location where Kelly and Dylan actually told Brenda about their relationship and summer fling, and the Roxbury Park baseball field location where Spring Training was filmed, and then a little bit of context from that Spring Training episode, including some dog content for all of you animal lovers out there. So enjoy. I will see you again soon with more Beverly Hills 90210 locations. And also be sure to check out my Patreon. I do have a spreadsheet and a couple of Beverly Hills 90210 tours that you can actually download and visit the locations for yourself. So be sure to check that out. I'm going to drop the links for the Beverly Hills Show podcast along with those Patreon products here in the video description. And if you love Beverly Hills 90210 as much as I do, be sure that you do go and subscribe to the Beverly Hills Show podcast. Thanks for watching. I hope everybody enjoys the clip. And like I said, there will be more, so stay tuned. Hey 90210 fans, we are here at Roxberry Park. I'm with Charles Rosin, and can you guess what scenes were filmed here?
I'll give you a hint. Yep, this is the place exactly where we're standing, where Kelly and Dylan told Brenda they were an item. And we're in the middle of Beverly Hills. You'd think a show called Beverly Hills 90210 would film a lot in Beverly Hills. I can count it on one hand how many times we actually came here. But the reason we love this is because when they walked away, the camera turned and tilted and showed the skyline that is so predominant here, that is Century City. So I'm standing on the pitcher's mound at Roxbury Park where the Beverly Hills Little League played. And we're getting near the end of the first season, and it's clear we need to get a script done in about 3 or 4 days. And Darren turns to me and says, "You like baseball, why don't you write a baseball story?" And so came the episode called Spring Training, where the talented girl pitcher for the Peach Pit team was a girl. And I had a daughter who was very athletic, and I'm a feminist, so I really liked that plot. But the major thing happened right over there, where during the end of the scene, a lost dog that Brenda has rescued comes running, and one of the Little League kids knew that it was his dog, and he says, "That's my dog. Come here, Rupert." As in Rupert Murdoch, who owned the Fox Broadcasting Company. And no wonder we were never as thick as thieves. But this is where we filmed it, and it was a fun episode, and one of the few times we got to actually do a location in Beverly Hills.